In a spliff, Eric Ten Hag. In a spliff, I say.
Hey, I think there's more going on with that particular. I think maybe like a beef between Perez and FIFA.
We're back. Obviously, another 1 week hiatus. A lot's been going on. People are on holiday. People are sick, you know. But this week has been mad, and we're about to talk about it. We're about to break it down. Obviously, we send our condolences to Nathan and Adeyemi. They couldn't be here with us today. Nathan, I hope you're enjoying South Africa.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Good to be back.
Yeah, man, it's been a while.
I'm just first and foremost, happy to be back. I was ill of COVID, but we're back here. Monday I had the greatest news of my life. I had to reiterate that. But when I saw that notification on my phone, David Ornstein, God bless you. When I saw that notification, it's one of the greatest Mondays I've had in a long time. But yeah, man, he's gone. Amorim's here. If I'm being honest, I don't know how to feel, because it's one of them ones where you're just gonna have to wait and see until so you can formulate an opinion. Because the thing is, if you go off based on what he's doing at Sporting, you can be excited and you're well within your right to, but Sporting Lisbon is not Man United.
I'm here to say that, obviously, in the last couple of podcast episodes, I've been saying, yeah, Ten Hag's going to last the season. But here we are. It's not even November yet, and he's gone, but cool. I take the L on that one. And Amorim, I don't know, got my reservations about him. I'm a bit skeptical because of the way he plays football, his formation. But he does seem to bring out the best in some players, like Victor, the striker. He had 65 games with 59 goals and 5 assists or something. So, and that's with the formation that he plays, which is 3-4-3 or 3-4-3. So I want to see how he does. I'm not too excited. People are saying he's the truth, but I'm still skeptical. I'm still reserved, but I'm just happy Ten Hag's out, man.
Well, what I will say about Ruben Amorim is, obviously we've got to play the balanced card here. Obviously, G1 knows I'm not the biggest fan of Amorim, but obviously he's a young, exciting coach from Portugal. I'm not really a fan of the pragmatism side of him. But a lot of people describe him as the new Mourinho. But G1 did say before he started this is that maybe football is leaning towards that nowadays. And at the end of the day, football is about results, not about how you. It's not about how you win. It's about winning the game. So if you can do that for United, then great. But I really hope that United have messed up their managerial appointment again. For me, as a fan, as an Arsenal fan, to be honest, I'm not too concerned about this appointment. I feel like United are a sleeping giant. If they get the right appointment, then it's gonna go bang. It's long for everyone in the league. So yeah, man, let's just hope and pray that they've got the appointment wrong. I have a feeling that they have, but United really they can't afford to get this appointment wrong. Obviously, Amorim's worked with a guy before, so let's see if we can bring out that magic.
Yeah, no, he was close, and obviously we wanted him after Xabi Alonso. I think the reason why was because he wanted a bit more control, which obviously FSG really didn't really want to offer him. I think it would be a good appointment. Obviously, yeah, new coach, new ideas, different styles.
You said the same thing about Ten Hag.
But that's what I'm coming to. Obviously, everyone wants. Ten Hag was like the new shiny new toy before he went to United. Everyone was excited about him, and the same with Amorim. Everyone's excited about him. Obviously, we've seen what how he performed in Sporting. Won Sporting their first title in God knows how long. And obviously, people are excited about him. However, we do have to context applies. This is Sporting. Yes, he's getting more tools, but a Portuguese league and Premier League is too different. And especially coaching Man United.
Yeah.
I think
it's not a joke.
It's probably the second hardest job after England job. And so it'll be interesting to see how it is.
I'd say Real Madrid
again.
I think the most important thing in this situation, one, because of how he plays, in terms of playing 3 at the back, I feel like it's kind of a contradiction in our squad because there's players that can play within the system, but then there's like because there's so much emphasis in the way he plays. It's for with wing backs, and we have our fullbacks. So we basically have no left back. Shaw got injured again recently. The fullback situation is very, very. It's not the greatest. So I think recruitment is going to be very important.
I think he's going to stick to his guns and still play 3-4-3 and improvise with who he's going to play at left wing back. Probably going to do what Ten Hag was doing and play Dalot at left wing back and play Mazraoui right wing back and then play the 3 centre backs. I don't see him changing it because that almost defeats the purpose of hiring him to an extent because we've hired him based off of the type of football he's played and the results that he's been bringing for Sporting. So it's like, okay, cool. So let's bring him now and then what he plays 4-3-3. He probably, I mean, he's a manager, so he probably can adapt and probably can change formations and stuff. It's not like he's just stuck to one formation, but then it's like he's not gonna. That's not his bread and butter. So it's almost like a gamble now. He's just gonna throw players out there in a formation he doesn't normally use, and then hope for the best kind of thing. Just because we don't have anyone fit for the positions that he wants to play or the tactics that he wants.
To be fair, I think he should do what he was doing at Sporting, like implement. Especially, it's bearing in mind you're coming halfway through the season, so you're gonna have a leeway. And in football, the best way to implement what you want to do is in matches. Nothing beats like match tactics, like playing the way you want to play during matches because you're playing live opponents. Plus, you got Malaysia coming back. You still got that youngster Harry Amas
that guy's been gone for like 7 years. He's not coming back.
Harry Amas that everyone was talking about, that young left back. Like you lot got options.
Yeah, but is he gonna trust a young left back?
Yeah, but I feel like it's now or never really. Like young, like look at what Arsenal did. Look at what all these teams are doing.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like if you're good enough, you're old enough. That's what it is in football.
Yeah, 100%.
I think he's gonna try out a lot of different things. I think even though he's stuck in his ways, he's a young coach, as you mentioned before. So I'm expecting him to evolve as time goes on because I'm expecting him to make mistakes. I'm expecting him to get things wrong. But my thing is, I just want him to be able to adapt to it. I think personally, it may get to a point where, if, for example, left back, we have Harry Amas. I think he's someone that may be looking to push into the first team because of the lack of options we got at left wing back, for example. But yeah, I think it's just a thing where the recruitment needs to be excellent for the way that he wants to play. I have my own doubts to an extent, but I'm just gonna try to be positive. He's got to be given time as well because I'll be honest with you, this is not gonna be a quick fix, man. He's been signed to like a 2.5 year deal. I think that's just like a little basic thing to see how things go. But yeah, man, I think just give him time and yeah.
What's so crazy before that game, Juventus only conceded 1 goal, but obviously, level of opposition. In it. Like I personally thought they were going to lose that game to Inter, because I thought like they've been struggling scoring goals. Obviously, Bremer's injured, so like yeah, they've been solid, but obviously teams been creating chances. But damn, that kid man, this. Oh my gosh, that two fam like. You know what? It's good to see like exciting. Obviously, we have exciting talents in terms of players playing in Serie A. You have Leao. You have so many players. But like, having exciting wingers like Juventus hasn't had that. Obviously, we had Chiesa, but obviously when he got injured and things like that. So it's exciting to see like this come. Obviously, with that, it was a good game. It was an exciting game. Obviously, defensively, it was a bit leaky, but it was good. Obviously, Conte, he was happy with that draw. Obviously, Napoli, top of the league. Bearing in mind, obviously, there were Serie A games this week, so Juventus even drew to Parma as well. So it's like, he's clear at the moment, so he's licking his lip. But yeah, no, Serie A's looking exciting. Obviously, Napoli rising, Lazio doing well, Milan struggling again, but yeah.
Let me start with Kylian and Mbappe. Yeah, listen, I've never seen someone. I didn't think it was possible to be offside that many times in the same instance. Like, bro, like how? I was shocked. I'm not gonna lie to you. And the thing is as well, I think in the first half, I think he played well in the first half because he was a direct threat, and he was involved a lot more. He was involved a lot more. Madrid as well. In general, they had a lot of chances to kill the game, but then it got to the second half, and I don't know what the hell Hansi Flick was saying. I don't know what Hansi Flick was saying in that dressing room, but they just came out and they killed them, man. They killed them boys.
I knew you know what? I watched the games obviously during the week prior. Obviously, Madrid had Dortmund and Barca had Bayern, and I just knew Barca were gonna smash them. Like it was coming. Like like they haven't been playing great this season. Ancelotti's still figuring out, and Pape ain't really on form. The midfield, I'm missing Cruz, but oh man, they got run ragged. By Barcelona, by Pedri, by Casado, like Rafinha from Lewandowski. It was insane. Like they literally, and you know what it is, yeah. Barcelona are not playing like the old way. They play more German style football. So they were just killing them. Like on the break, they were killing them pullbacks. I knew Barca were gonna win. I mean, I didn't think it was gonna be emphatic. But to be fair, when Madrid lose to Barca, yeah, it's always emphatic. Like,
it's never close.
They've held some smokings in the last 10, 15 years, but yeah, no, it was good to see.
Bro, for me, like, this was one of the most anticipated El Clasicos in recent years since the Messis and the Ronaldos. Obviously, everyone knows what's gone out with the El Clasico over the past few, since Messi and Ronaldo have left, but this was billed as the game. So obviously, Barcelona top of the league, lost one game this season. Real Madrid unbeaten with what 42 or 43, chasing their record to go to Barcelona to go and match that record, and they absolutely crumbled. A lot of people, some people watching this might have said that they predicted this from Real Madrid, but for me, like, Real Madrid for a couple seasons haven't been great, but what makes Madrid great is that star quality, and no matter what, they will always have the famous remontada in them. So I don't know if we can still write off Madrid. Like, they're still capable of doing absolutely unbelievable things because they just have players that can change the game in that split at the moment.
You know what I saw? I saw a tweet, yeah, and someone said, like, if Real Madrid aren't careful, the Barca teenagers are gonna smack over Real Madrid. And they did just that. This was just for like 3-4 hours before the game, and they did just that, bro.
But you know what's so funny? Before the season, everyone was talking about, obviously, Madrid getting all these youngsters, Tchouaméni, Camavinga, Arda Güler, Mbappe, all these youngsters out, obviously, they've bought. But it's so crazy because now, what the Barca problem was that they left the La Masia way, and they start again. When they started buying Dembele, they started buying Griezmann, Coutinho, all these for high monies. Now they've gone back to the old ways in terms of bringing La Masia products through. Look at Balde, Kubasi, Bernal was doing good before he got injured, and you got Pedri, and Gavi's coming back in now. All these, look at all these great young players coming through the youth academy, man. That's what you do. Just stick to what you know.
Justice for Vini. Yeah? Justice for Vini. Personally, I believe he should have won the Ballon d'Or. Do you know what it is? I'm going to try not to be a hater because of the fact there's Rodri in City and whatnot. But I genuinely believe Vini should have won the Ballon d'Or. I believe also, and the thing is, I don't feel like it's been spoken about enough as well. I might even get slandered for this a little bit, but I think Jude Bellingham was up there to be in consideration for it as well, because last season, I'm not going to lie, based on what he did, I don't see why he's not in the conversation for it, because how old is he? Like 20, 21, 20?
Yeah, 21.
In your first season in the biggest club in the world, La Liga Player of the Year, he scored like 20 goals in the season, playing our position in the Champions League. In the Champions League, he was actually vital for them as well. But yeah, man,
I don't know. People are saying that it might have been his attitude the day before or 2 days before when they faced Barca. Apparently, Vini was all in Pedri's face or Gavi's face, and one of them did. They put up 4 fingers because they were winning 4-0, and then Vini was just like he doesn't care. Like he's going to pick up the Baton D'or on Monday, like or Tuesday. He's like he doesn't care. And apparently people are saying that sparked like outrage in terms of like he was too cocky in terms of like he knows he's gonna win it. So I don't know if it's because of that. People are saying so I don't know why someone mentioned his colour. It could be a case. I don't know. I don't want to get into that though. That's a bigger topic. Yeah, but it's weird because for so long everyone knew it was going to be Vini to take the Ballon d'Or home. Everyone knew. Like Rodri wasn't even in the conversation at one point, like at all. And he wasn't even the best player at the Euros. I get it. Vini didn't turn up at the Copa America, but was it Copa America? Yeah, Copa America. But it still doesn't mean that he's not the rightful owner, quote unquote, for the Ballon d'Or. Like he's won everything, in terms of like club football, and he's been like, look what he did on Wednesday against Dortmund. Like he ripped them to shreds, bro. He just turned up. Like it's like a switch. It's actually like he turned it on whenever he felt like it, and he ripped them to shreds. And the display he put on against Dortmund is a Ballon d'Or worthy display. And I get Rodri. Everyone's saying Rodri should have won it because it's not always you go for the flamboyant winners like the Ronaldos, the Messis, the Vinis.
Yeah, but for me, obviously, I think the whole thing's very weird. Like, I still feel something dodgy's gone on because we have never ever seen the footballing world react to another footballer getting robbed like this.
Crazy.
Like even when everyone thought Lewandowski should have won it that year over Messi, no one was doing what people are doing now, and I think it's borderline disrespectful, man. But to be honest, it is refreshing to see stuff like this in football because I think in NBA like anything goes. Like
they have more personality.
Yeah, 100%. But it's still so weird. Like I've never thought footballers would just outrightly just disregard like their own colleague like that. It's just something's going on. Like Real Madrid didn't go to the ceremony. Carlo Ancelotti's posting tweets about I want to thank everyone and especially Carvajal and Vini. He doesn't even mention Jude Bellingham. Do you not find that weird, bro? Jude Bellingham
was Carvajal in the top 10.
Carvajal was I think it was in the top 10, but it wasn't like Jude Bellingham was third. He was in the top 3. So why like? Why haven't they even brought up Jude? Like, how does Jude feel in all of this? Like, I don't get it. It's just really weird. I feel like something strange is going on. Yes, I do believe Vini should have won it for me personally, but I don't think it's an absolute. I don't think it's a drag for Rodri to have won it because he's pivotal. But for me, the only reason why I would say that Rodri shouldn't win it is because I'm someone that, and I heard someone say it today. I can't remember where I saw it, but someone said Ballon d'Or is a celebration of beautiful footballers. And you don't look at Rodri and say, wow. Like, nobody looks at Rodri and says, wow. You look at Vini, like these are the players that get you off your feet, that get you excited to play football. But at the same time, Rodri, is pivotal in this team. But I want the Ballon d'Or to go to players that are doing the beautiful sport, like admiring the beautiful sport.
I mean, I mean, it got blown way out of proportion. I don't think it should have been. It's not like, I don't think it was a robbery like people made it out to be. Like, I think it was really close. Like, think about it. Rodri won the league. He won the Euros. He's been good all year. Obviously, I think Vinicius should have won.
But he wasn't their best player with that, though. Huh? He wasn't their best player in the Euros.
But he did win best player. Maybe he wasn't.
In the Euros?
Yeah, he won best player in the Euros. Yeah.
For the whole tournament or for Spain?
For the tournament. He won it. Yeah.
And we all know that's a lie.
And obviously,
I can name 5 players that are better than him. But yeah.
Like, obviously, his performances from midfield. Look at the amount of GA he had from midfield. A lot of people, I remember hearing Scholes was saying that it's a win for midfielders because they don't really get the recognition that they deserve. I did find it crazy how Bomanti from she won the Ballon d'Or for the woman. I remember she was saying, Vinicius should have deserved it or something like that. I think it was kind of crazy, but she's Spanish as well. But it just didn't stay in work. But I think it's blown out of proportion.
But the thing is, the only secondary to that as well, I feel like it's going to be absolutely turmoil in that Madrid dressing room because you
yeah.
got like 3-4 players
Yeah.
who are all vying for that.
Yeah.
You got like even Rodrigo could be gunning for it. Jude Bellingham, Mbappe, Vinicius all going for that trophy. So like, I don't know if anyone's gonna pass each other.
I know Mbappe was secretly happy that my man didn't win it.
Bro, someone said he made the boss call.
I think there's more going on with that particular. I think maybe like a beef between Perez and FIFA or whatever. I think it's more to do with that. And he was probably like, oh, let's not, let's, you know.
It's like a punishment thing.
Yeah. I think
let's show you that we're bigger than you.
Yeah, so I think it's more to do with that. I just think they're trying to take a stand off, trying to prove a point. Kind of, especially with this whole Super League and all that stuff been going on, like us against the world kind of thing.
Yeah, it's two big egos colliding, kind of.
But yeah, I just feel like Rodri just got disrespected in that scenario. Like I feel like there's way too many people that came out and said Vinicius should have won. Like that, it's just way out. Like it's just insane. It's insane.
So it's naivety a little bit from Ipswich because they're newly promoted Prem side, and it's like you said as well. Every time I watch them play, I'm a big fan of Kieran McKenna. Every time I watch them play, it's just a situation where it's just the small margins that makes them not get points or they lose games, and it's just like this is another situation where it's been that because they were 2-0 up, and then all of a sudden it's ended in 4-4, and it's
4-3,
just
bro.
4-3 even. Sorry, but it's just like, yeah, man. I think Liam Delap. I think it's written on the wall though. If Ipswich go down, he's not going down with them. I'm not gonna lie to you. He's a player, man.
Guys, let's be real. Ipswich just another Luton. They're that club that everyone loves. Everyone wants to stay up. But at the end of the day, they're gonna go down. Like out of all the team that got promoted, the only team that's staying up is Leicester, and that's because they have that. Like let's be real. In terms of the quality of players that your Ipswich have and your Southampton have, they're not Premier League standard, if that makes sense. Like, at least Leicester got some Premier League standard players, some people that were played like Varley, like James Justin. They got all, like IU, all these players that played in the Premier League before, so they know what it takes to win. Like, yeah, everyone loves McKenna and stuff like that, but trying to play the Premier League like the Championship, you're going to get punished. Yeah, they're going to have good games, they're going to have exciting games, they're going to be very competitive. Like Southampton are very competitive with the way they play, but at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, they're going to lose. They lost to Everton. Didn't they lose to Everton?
Yes.
A couple of weeks ago or whatever.
When
it comes to it, and
they
that's the games you should be winning. The games against your rival, the people who are at the bottom.
Yeah, the ones that look like they might go down as well.
They're 6 pointers. Literally, you're taking 3 points away from them. That's the games. If you want to stay up, that's the games you need to win. And yeah, it's all fun and games now. But when it gets down to February, March, and you need the points,
it's going to be scrappy.
Like I feel like McKenna needs to find another solution, because playing this way, like you're close, but that's what Luton was. Luton were close every single game, but when it came down to it, they went down.
We're coming off the back of a 2-2 draw at Anfield, which I felt a bit disappointed to come away with a point, because I felt like we should have won that game. Liverpool didn't really pose as much threat, like I said in our weekend wrap up, but I won't go too much into that. Obviously, Anthony Taylor, when I catch you, we won't go into that as well. But yeah, Ifonaneri again in midweek, shining. He's knocking on the door. As simple as that. So Arteta going to start him on Sunday. Away again at St James's Park. It's a bit of a cauldron to throw in a 17-year-old, but if he's made of it, then he's made of it.
I'm not hearing it, man, bro. I'm sorry to cut you, but listen. We're talking about Jogador, footballers. He's got the minerals. He's got the minerals, man. Listen, I hear everyone saying, throwing him in the deep end and all that. He's young. Listen, all that, man.
I would usually agree with you, but I don't know about St James's Park away, man. That place is a hostile ground. Like you can, if he comes out of it,
I'll be honest with you. I think he's the type of listen. I hear what you're saying, but I'm telling you, he's the type of player where I believe personally he'll come out unscathed. It won't faze him.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like we'll see what happens on Saturday. But one thing for sure is he's definitely made his case. Another screamer on Wednesday. I think he's scored 3 goals this season already. Yeah, like if there was ever a time, it would probably be this weekend to start him. He's got the wealth of experience around him. You can play someone like a Rice, like a Marino around him, and to protect him in that game. But just going back to like the game in general, I keep saying that there's no excuses. I don't want to hear no excuses about injuries or anything like that. You have to get the business done. Do the players have the minerals to step up, step in for certain players? Gabriel might not play. Kivio had a good game against Preston, but can you step it up against Newcastle? I'm hearing Miles Skelly might be in contention to start.
Hey, man.
Because Zinchenko started on Wednesday, and usually that could indicate that Miles Skelly might start. No Califuori, Timber came off at half-time. He might play right back. So we'll see, man. I'm excited for the game. Nothing less than 3 points for me.
Yeah, I like the fact that it's a 3 p.m. game. Obviously, would have found out the result of the Newcastle game between Arsenal. So yeah, I think it's an incentive to win that game. Obviously, Brighton got a lot of injuries, and 2, obviously they didn't play a full strong side, but obviously Matoma and Welbeck will come back in the side. Obviously, we made quite a few changes as well. I think we should win this game. Which is crazy because in Klopp's era, we actually struggled against Brighton because of the way we play and the way they used to play as well. But obviously, now with the more controlled style, I expect us to win that game comfortably. I expect us to be controlled with the high pressing, with the pacey wingers that we have. I think we should be able to exploit that. So, yeah, I expect a win. Would it be comfortable? I don't know. We're at home. Maybe like a 3-1 or something like that. So,
The thing is, yeah, this fixture is so weird because it's like, I can't remember. Listen, it's either a draw. When it comes to Old Trafford, it's either a draw or we beat them. But there's just so much in our favour right now because we're coming off a win. Everyone's of good vibes. Ten Haram is gone. Get me? Rude is in the dugout. I can't lie. He looks cold, you know.
He reads, yeah, bro.
Man,
he blacked out.
Yeah, bro. He looks cold in that dugout.
He's been ironing. He's been ironing that suit ready for it.
Listen, if you watch Peaky Blinders, yeah. Listen, Tommy Shelby, Billy Kimber. If you know, you know. But yeah, I think we win that game. It's even crazy for me to say this because if you asked me a couple weeks, like I would say 2-3 weeks ago, I was pissing my pants. I'm not gonna lie because Chelsea, yeah, man, they got good players, man. They got good players. I think we'll win, yeah. But listen, the script writers, they've always got something there, man. If Sancho plays that game, he's scoring against us. He's scoring against us.
Absolutely, but
he's scoring against us.
I'll be real. I think we're losing. I think we're losing. D1's in the corner looking at me saying dub this, dub that, but we're taking it at home. Chelsea right now are on fire. They're playing very good football. We technically don't have a manager. And yeah, cool, we beat Leicester 5-2, but it's Leicester. You know, it's not like your Man Cities, your Liverpools, your Tottenhams and that.
Also, I can't lie, from that Leicester game, from what I saw,
nothing
changed.
You don't think so?
Nah, it looked the same.
I feel like we unlocked an attacking sort of aspect.
No, but think about the goals. Apart from Casemiro's goal, that won the goal. Think about the goal, the Bruno Fernandes free kick that deflected. The goal that hit the post, and it came back to Casemiro and it hit. If you actually think about the actual game itself.
Bruno's goal was all right.
That was goal that was offside, but there's no VAR and EFL. Think about the game actually properly.
Bruno's goal was not too bad when he sat someone on the floor and then he shot it into an open net. But again, I felt like Rude made us look a bit better, but I feel like against Chelsea we're going to get run ragged. Like we lost at home to Spurs 3-0. Like even though we had a red card, we played like 60 minutes with a red card. I still feel like Chelsea, the way they're playing right now, they're gonna terrorize us, innit? I can't lie. Cole Palmer, huh?
Old Trafford, though.
Is that Old Trafford?
You know they haven't won in like 14 years at Old Trafford.
It doesn't mean anything. I promise you. Ten Hag has broken
football,
bare records.
No, but football is a mental game.
Ten Hag's broken bare
not
records.
just for the team, but just for your opponents as well.
Make sure that you're following us everywhere. In particular, Instagram, TikTok. Don't forget that we have channels there. We upload short content, challenges and stuff like that. If there's anything you lot want to see, drop it in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe and sharing, etc.
Hit the notification bell as well, because I know everybody, a lot of people that are subscribed right now, they're not hitting that notification bell, so you're not going to know when we post.
Yeah.
So please hit that notification bell. As always, your contribution, your support is always loved. Peace out, man.
Listen, obviously, I'm on international duty right now. But shout out to the man then that are on the pod doing their thing. Shout out to the guys that are obviously supporting us from all around the world, obviously. And yeah, man, we just really appreciate the hard work. I'm back next week. And as soon as I'm back, order will resume. Don't worry, it's calm. FG, I know you've been on your own, but it's calm. Man's back, bro. I'm soon landing.